So we've never seen an e-bike or e-scooter or any electronic device that has come in so many pieces. This is a true like DIY kit almost.
It's not too crazy though.
Anything like this before.
So no, it's pretty much assembled almost exactly how we see it, except for the fork. So
for the fork.
Yeah, so the fork's the only thing, and pretty smart. They were able to save a huge amount on shipping due to this fork, because you know shipping rates have gone up extremely high lately.
That's Andrew. He is the extreme optimist. I look at this and I just see a disaster. I mean, we have chains laying around. We've got cable ties everywhere. The tire, look at that, smushy, not inflated.
I like it though. This is a Schwabi. It's a Schwabi tire. Oh, this is cool. This is actually one really cool thing that I've seen. So this is a really nice rack with a strap on there. They were able to package this in such a small package. Oh, a beanie. Pretty cold outside.
Today is a good day because if you look outside, it is freezing out here and it's snowing. Good looking beanie.
Good looking beanie. Oh, this is a good tool set. I like that. 2 amp charger. So it's a 48 volt, 14 amp hour battery. So this should take 7 hours to charge the battery.
Built right. This bike is assembled, very mildly assembled, I would say, and packed by hand with industry-leading standards and technology. I guess that technology means zip ties.
Ta-da! It's a nice little metal rack. Should have thrown it in the trash thing.
All right, while Andrew works on putting that together, I'm gonna work on cleaning up this mess. There's a lot of packaging here. There are a lot of pieces that need to be put together. And some people may find this enjoyable and like doing this kind of stuff. I'm not those people. Andrew may be.
Later.
Hurrah! We finished it.
We did it.
We finished it.
All right. The most packaging, the most zip ties, the most work that we've had to do for an e-bike. Let's do a little walkthrough. Andrew, why don't you show us around?
Yeah, we'll start out from the top here. Throttle on the left side, colored display right here. You can actually adjust the pedal assist levels and also the power delivery per pedal assist mode, so that's nice. 8-speed Shimano shifter up here. Then you have some Tektro hydraulic brakes, which are pretty sweet brakes. They're the same ones that are on like the Aero Rider Grizzly. You have a light up here. Let's see what this light looks like. Looks all right. Not super bright, but not terrible. I have adjustable suspension here. So looks like you can lock it out and then reduce the lockout there. I do like the way these fenders are built. They're adjustable, so you can actually extend this to prevent the rubbing. This is the first time I've ever seen this type of tire on an e-bike. Schwalbe Moto X tire, 27.5 inches, and I believe by 2.4 inches wide. And you also have a quick release in the front, so that's really nice. Some of the e-bikes we ride don't have quick releases. Having a quick release is very nice. 180 millimeters brake disc. It does have this nice rack on the back. I've mentioned this clip on here, which is really sweet. It can hold down whatever is on here. And this is only a tail light. It's not for braking. It doesn't turn on when you brake. So down here we have the Shimano Acera derailleur, and you have a Shimano cassette here that's 11 teeth on the lowest setting and then 30 teeth on the highest setting. Coming up here, we have the battery, which is removable. Here's the charge port for it. Really good cable management. That's what I do like about it. This battery, if for some reason it gets unhooked, there's 2 safety features. So just popping that off doesn't pop it right out. You actually have another clip that pops out the battery, which is good because we've seen people who have they only have one thing holding in the battery, and if that fails, the battery will fall out, and that's the most expensive piece to replace. So I do like that they have double the safety on there. So you can lock that up, removable, charge it in your office. This was a pain in the butt to assemble. By far the hardest bike we've ever assembled. I think there should be better instructions, so I would definitely use the video rather than the paper instructions.
I will say too, we've received a lot of e-bikes, a lot of e-scooters. Almost always there's some sort of body damage from shipping. In this case, while it was in many pieces, little to no damage that I could see. Let's see this motor in action and see how fast this thing spins.
500 watt motor with a peak power of 750 watts. Capping the free spin at like 23.5. The specs on it says it should go 20 miles per hour with the throttle, and then up to 28 miles per hour with pedal assist. So this is a class 3 e-bike.
We'd love to go take this out for a spin. Unfortunately, it is freezing out here and it's snowing. Let's wait till this clears up and then we're going to take this out for a test ride.
Tires are really nice on this bike.
All right, we've been riding around the Ride1Up 700 series, and this bike was a lot of work to put together, but our hard work paid off. We're gonna start off with the things that we don't like about this bike.
The biggest issue I find with this bike is as soon as you stop pedaling, it still wants to go about 10-15 feet. You can offset that by grabbing onto the brakes, but you just have to understand that if you're on a high pedal assist level, you're gonna still run out a little bit. The faux leather grips on here, they can be a little bit slippery, but really those are pretty much the two biggest issues. Setting up the bike was kind of painful, but you do get premium parts for a really budget price. So that's kind of how this bike has been packaged, is you get hydraulic brakes, really nice components on this bike, but you have to put it together, and because of that assembly, it comes at a much lower price than normal bikes.
All right, let's lead into the things that we like best about this bike. I will say that I really enjoy the overall appearance of this bike, from the paint job, the color, the tire. It just is a very good looking bike.
I love how powerful it is. It goes up to 28 miles per hour. Comes with this nice rear rack that comes with a strap that fits in there perfectly. What I love about this bike is it's very intuitive. I hate it when I have to have like an instruction manual of how to adjust the settings. With this one, I was easily able to change the pedal assist levels by simply pressing on the plus and minus sign. The best part for me is really this front suspension. So I can't bottom it out, which I normally can bottom these suspensions out on some of these bikes. So that was nice. A lot of these e-bikes have really cheap front suspension. I can easily bottom it out. I weigh about 200 to 210 right now, and I couldn't bottom out this front suspension. These are Schwalbe tires. We've never seen this type of tire on an e-bike. This is definitely one of the best tires we've ever seen on one. On top of these nice tires, you have these really great metal fenders. And this is really sweet. It has an adjustable fender so you can adjust the height on it, which some of these come all messed up. They're always rubbing. The ability to raise that height on this fender makes sure that you don't have any rubbing issues. And then the rear fender is attached to the rear rack. So it's really stable. We've had rear fenders where they're always rattling around, but because this is attached to this rear rack and it's all custom designed together, there's really minor fender clatter when you go off of a curb.
So you get a lot for the price. The only thing is you're gonna have to put in some elbow grease and some work putting this together. And if you're able to do it, if you're willing to do it, then you're gonna get a pretty darn good bike. Make sure to check out our full review on ebikepedia.com. Thanks for watching, and when you guys ride, wear your safety gear.